Alright, well, you know what? Yeah, I guess karma isn't real, but you know what is? Halitosis. This microphone stinks.
We've been in this position before. It's very familiar.
Very familiar.
Finally, we go back to the promised land.
Get it? Get it? Look at the shirt.
See it?
Michael J. Fox's favorite t-shirt.
True story. He tweeted it to us. Maybe not true. But the thing is, we've been here before.
Huh?
We've won the championships, and we've had that first defense, that first hurdle that we need to get over. And last time, quite frankly, we failed. Tonight is a bit of a different story. It's a very different team, and I'm worried.
You see, Devastation Corporation, you're big, you wear face paint, and I like that about you. But tonight, you see, the last time we were here, I got the feeling we were just happy to be around. We let the guard down, and we lost the tag team championship. But tonight, boys, we are ready. We faced you before. You kicked our butt. It ain't gonna happen twice.
That's right, because we're now in the promised land. I've moved my couch in. I've got a cat. There's no way we're leaving. Booyah!
I have something big for all of you. We saved the surprise for right now. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, one of my best friends in any territory, the one-man gang! Would have been here. However, Oliver Humperdinck gave him the call and said, don't show up. Don't show up and meet Sidney Bacabella for a couple of, for a good time. Oliver Humperdinck, you are a piece of trash. I promise you, I found out where you live. After the show this evening, I will be attending Casa de Humperdinck, and you and I are going to go toe-to-toe. Thanks for nothing. This evening, there will be a tag team title match, and my pay envelope will be a lot heavier in the next 3 to 4 minutes. Thanks for nothing. Solely introduce them.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for the best 2 out of 3 falls, and it is for Chikara's Campeonatos de Parejas Tag Team Championship. Now making their way towards the ring, managed by the illustrious Sidney Bacabella. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current reigning Texas Tag Team Champions, Max Master, Blaster McMassive, the Devastation
Jagged Parker, Big Magic Shane Matthews, feel the flow of 3.0.
There's the bell. We're off and running. The title's on the line as Shane Matthews is in there.
Right you are. This is Mike Wackworth calling the action with Leonid Chikara's in as Max Smashmaster. That's the member of the Devastation Corporation.
I still get thrown off.
I had to
have their names on their tights.
Right, I had to hesitate for a second to make sure I was getting it right. And something tells me you don't want to get these guys mad.
No, you know, you talk about guys that are amped up all the time. Shane Matthews is amped up 24/7, but these guys are amped up in a different way. They show up at the building looking like this, Mike.
I have never had the misfortune of wrestling the Devastation Corporation, and I will be content for it to remain that way.
Well, Devastation Corporation made their presence felt at night 3 of King of Trios after running through, what, 5-6 teams?
Yeah, they were on quite a roll. They had picked up an unprecedented number of points toward tag team title contention before being stopped in their tracks by Demolition, Axe, and Smash.
Since that time, they got right back on the horse, amassed those 3 points almost in record time, and now here they are at our debut in Tampa going against 3.0, and look at the power of Blaster McMahon.
The most unceremonious deposit of Scott Jagged Parker into the turnbuckles on the part of McMassive, whose muscles are nothing less than, well, massive. Whoa! Parker's really bringing it.
And that's what you got to do with these guys. It's very easy to come to a match against 2 behemoths like this and be intimidated. And you also got to think, Mike, in the back of 3.0's mind, Parker and Matthews, it was less than a year, it was just a little over a year ago where they won the titles for the first time in their native country of Canada, only to lose it in their first defense. They just won the titles in Easton. Could they lose the titles a second time in their first defense, Mike?
The first fall in very quick fashion, Leonard.
Winners of the first fall, the Devastation Corporation.
A very quick first fall here.
Winners of the first fall, Devastation Corporation.
McMassive basically lifted.
Australian rules, 2 out of 3 falls.
He lifted Jagged all the way off the canvas.
Our senior official Bryce Rensburg
up into a power
the
bomb.
second fall.
And then thrust him into the mat with such incredible force. And you can see Parker's still out of it.
Yeah, he hit the canvas hard.
The second fall has now begun.
He's had a history of rib injuries. That's not going to bode well for him. And you heard Sidney Bacabella before this contest started, Mike, he said in about 4 minutes, we're going to be out of here with these belts, and I wouldn't be surprised if they show up on ESPN Monday at 4 o'clock with those belts around their waist.
Psychological advantage here to Bacabello's Devastation Corporation. The all-important first fall went their way, perhaps in record time. One of the shortest first falls I've ever seen in a title contest here at Chikara. These men have such unbelievable power. And look at the vertical leap. Look at the vertical leap of McMaster.
I couldn't do that if I tried. And he's 6'5", nearly 300 pounds, chiseled out of granite, it would seem. And look at Parker fight, but you are not going to get out of the grasp of McMassive as Smashmaster, who's probably tipping the scales at 400 pounds, and I'm being generous to the guy.
I think he's right around 385, actually. One of the things you've noticed here so far, Parker's had a couple glancing blows. Earlier, a leg lariat. He barely knocked McMassive off balance. There you saw, because of the height, he could barely get that enziguri into place. And glancing blows are not going to work against two men as powerful as this.
No, you're going to need to strike hard, strike fast, stick and move, you know, maybe use a little boxing strategy, maybe rope-a-dope, maybe make them wear themselves out.
That's a good strategy right there. The heavier man just lays on you. He could exhaust you just by making you kick out repeatedly. Even if the moves are very simple, after a snap there, for example, lifting his weight off your shoulder blades is actually more exhausting, and they could tire them out. Especially Parker, who's clearly still feeling the effects of the powerbomb that ended the first fall.
And you see McMassive and Smashmaster double team, using the tag. Again, we just saw them debut in September here in Chikara. Huge double splash in the corner. Who knows how long these two men have been a team?
Whoa! Look at the elevation there. Oh, a bone-crushing senton, and the ribs have been a real source of trouble for Parker over the last 18 months. To have a 385-pound man senton your rib cage like that, for anybody else, it'd be a one-way trip to the ER. What incredible resilience that they're even staying in the match.
But you saw Shane Matthews saved his partner, but he saw the game plan there by Bacabella, telling McMassive to go after him. Matthews was ready for him. He's on the outside, got a little bit of an advantage. Bacabella, what did he just tell Smashmaster to go to the top rope? What is he thinking?
Smashmaster scaling to the top strand. What is he thinking?
He can't be going for that senton again. Mike, what did we just see out of Smashmaster?
Oh, Shane Matthews! He used his head, and what a difference maker!
3.0.
Very smart wrestling on the point of big magic.
We await the bell for the third.
Oh, what is this?
And final fall.
Just a few seconds respite.
Deciding fall.
And the third fall is off and running here, and still Parker at a real disadvantage. Very smart move by the veteran Matthews here. 10 years teaming together for 3.0. Sensed his partner was in trouble, and then capitalized on the missed moonsault. Now, the third and deciding fall. Who is going to pull it out?
But as you saw, Mike, immediately after that fall came down, as Bryce counted to 3, they threw Matthews out of the ring, brought Parker back in to keep him as the legal man in this contest, as he is the one who has taken so much punishment. And Mike, if Smashmaster hit that moonsault, we would have been scraping Parker off the canvas with a spatula. He would have been done.
I gotta tell you, Smashmaster was the last of these four I would have expected to pull out the moonsault press off the top. And although it backfired, look, I mean, he's up right now dominating Parker. These guys take such incredible punishment, and they just shrug it off. How do you beat a team like this? We gotta outsmart them like Matthews did, for one.
And again, they've got the brains, call it what you will, of Sidney Bacabella leading their charge, and that's what makes them that much more dangerous. But you saw Parker get the boot up. Parker gets 2 boots up that time. You're not going to take Smashmaster down, using him as a catapult. There's the tag to Big Magic.
And Matthews has not seen a whole lot of action in this match. He is the fresh man. And man, that can really be the key when you get deep in a match like this.
And you saw him there, Mike. Smart tag team wrestling, that's why they're the champs. Every shot, he kept a look out of the corner of his eye.
You're right, he was watching for him. Matthews has really been wrestling the smartest game possible here against the Devastation Corporation. What did he scream, Morgan Freeman?
I don't know what he screamed. Shane Matthews is an odd individual.
He's my favorite narrator, Morgan Freeman. Parker now showing signs of life. 3.0 need to start busting out some of their double team offense here.
But a lot of their double team offense, how are they going to deliver it against a team as large, as massive as Devastation Corporation? They're doing it right now, Mike. But how long is this going to last is the question.
McMassive trying to take their heads off. He got cracked right in the temple. That's what 3.0 needs to do. Strike in a potential knockout zone, right in the temple. Caught him in the side. There, another glancing blow. Matthews knew it. Really caught him 3 times there with the knee. And you saw Matthews trying so hard to hold that right shoulder blade down, but the left came up.
And they're big men. You got to wonder, are you going to try to put as much weight, as much pressure across the shoulder blades? Are you going to try to lift up some of that pressure to try to grab one of those huge tree trunk-like legs? It's just a conundrum even how to try to pin these guys, let alone get them off their feet.
Men as big as this, you know, they got a lot of power to kick out from underneath you when they outweigh you like they do. And clearly, weight advantage here firmly in the corner of the Devastation Corporation. He managed to stop, but Parker's still scaling. Oh my goodness!
Look at the agility!
What? What the?
He just threw Parker.
That's gotta be it!
Ring.
Oh! Scott Parker is still alive!
If I'm Scott Parker, I'm getting out of this ring. And look at McMassive in the face of Bryce Remsburg. Sidney Bacabella's beside himself.
A mind-boggling display of agility and power! You've got to respect the athleticism of these guys, and even more so, Scott Parker's ability to kick out.
They're going for the death blow here, Mike. If they connect with this.
Oh, but Matthews, ever vigilant. That's been the real story of this match. Shane Matthews keeping his eye. He hit him right in the beard. Very close. He really needed to get that double leg Nelson on the whole way, and Parker didn't have it because McMassive is so long.
He couldn't reach. His legs weren't long enough to get to him. He's got these men are just so huge. Again, like I said before, how do you even pin these guys when you get them down? 3.0 has been able to get them off their feet, to get them down, but to try to pin them, it's just, I don't know. Mike, this is...
You can see already Smashmaster recovering from that fall onto the metal buckle. Most other men would have given it up by now. He's on his feet and he's... Whoa! That's a big dude!
Big dude in a low bridge. What's Bacabella doing up on the apron? Get him out of here!
Bacabella just got knocked and Matthews scored! He was so close, but he couldn't keep the massive shoulders of, no pun intended, McMassive down. You gotta press your advantage. Scott, Shane, this is your moment.
Yeah, Smashmaster is down. McMassive is down. Parker is down. Matthews is on his
Look
feet,
at
but for
this.
how long?
Smashmaster's coming back already. What's Matthews doing here? Oh, they're trying to trap him. And they did. Look how he's hung up.
Yeah, he can't get his arms out of there, and his knees are in a position that he can't get to his feet.
They really incapacitated him, and Parker, maybe with the last ounce of energy he had. Oh, he clipped McMassive down.
Oh, going for the Boston Crab. Those are some big legs. That's a big dude to turn over, as you say, Mike.
Can he turn him? Oh, they've got him stacked really high. Look at the torque in his lower back.
Double Boston Crab. Again, Bryce, the referee. He's allowing both guys to be in the ring. I can't fault him for this. How's he? Bacabella pulls Bryce out of the ring.
Bacabella with the distraction on the outside. But has the damage to the back of McMassive been done? That double crab really arched his lower lumbar region. Has the damage been done? No, Matthews, get your head in the game. You've been the smartest wrestler in this match.
Wow, that was a sickening thud I just heard as Smashmaster's head went crashing in that post on the outside.
Dude that size accelerates himself toward the post. The best thing to do is get out of dodge.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, Bacabella. Look at this strategy by Bacabella.
Oh, and Matthews, or Parker's got
that powerbomb. He nailed him. Bryce. Oh, 3.0 did it. This place is going bananas.
the unthinkable.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners of the third and deciding fall. And still, Chikara, Campeones de Parejas, 3.0.
Unbelievable! Bias officiating! Bias down! Bias everything! We'll be back for the belts! We want the tag team title! Bias officiating! I'm calling Geigo! I'm calling Touchmont! I'm calling everybody! I'm calling everybody! It's ridiculous!
Campeones de Parejas, our tag team champions, Scott Jagged Parker.
Ridiculous!
Big
I'm calling Geigo on Monday!
3.0.
I'm calling Geigo on Monday! What happened? You're not gonna make the real money! You're not gonna make Junior money! You're not gonna make Vince Junior money! Come on! I'm calling Bob Geigo Monday morning about the official! He clearly cheated! Nobody sees anything in this territory! That's why Eddie Graham's gonna go out of
Ladies and
business!
gentlemen of now making her way towards the ring, holding titles and causing devastation worldwide. Please welcome
We're off and running here. Mike Quackenbush and Leonard F. Chikarasin are privileged to call for you now the first meeting ever between King and Kong.
A dream match, if you will. This is going to be a nightmare for both these competitors. And you got to give it to Wink. You know, his motives for putting this match together was not to give the fans an entertaining match, not to put together a first-time ever encounter. It was strictly to punish Eddie Kingston. Oh, and Kingston is already fired up, tossing chairs into the ring.
Eddie Kingston here, he's ready for war. His moniker is well suited to him, the War King. You think about all the people who have challenged him, all the competition that he's faced. Many of them, perhaps the most proficient wrestlers on our roster. A challenge like that awaits him tomorrow in Orlando. Others, some from our past, I think about Brody Lee. Maybe one of the most physical matches we've ever seen, which I want to say this having just let those words come out of my mouth. Physical matches are a ridiculous term.
All wrestling matches are physical contests. Varying degrees of physicality, I think, is what they're going for. But again, this contest, how do you prepare for this match if you're Awesome Kong? How do you prepare for this match if you're Eddie Kingston? What do you come into this? What is your game plan like?
I think you come expecting to get hit hard. It's as simple as that. These are two of the most ferocious strikers you will ever come across. And I've been hit by an uppercut from Claudio Castagnoli. And let me tell you, no one hits as hard as Eddie Kingston.
And you see Kong going toe-to-toe here with Kingston. Neither competitor budging off those shoulder blocks, and there Kong gets the advantage.
Kong here twice now has shown her dominance. She tossed Kingston early. She just tackled him down to the mat. And that's got to be in Eddie's head. Eddie is one of those guys who really thrives. You know, he's an extremely confident guy. When you undermine his confidence, I think that's one of the keys to beating him.
And Kingston, you also have to wonder, he suffered some damage to that knee. He's always had some problems with his knee.
Sure.
Specifically at our event back in Easton, at the hands of Green Hands. Coming to this contest, is Eddie Kingston 100%? You better be 100% if you're in there with Awesome Kong. And you saw Kingston there. You know, shortcut, call it what you will. You got to take the advantage any way you can, especially in there with someone the caliber of Awesome Kong. And that's just exactly what Eddie Kingston is doing.
He's got to take any advantage and press it here. If for no other reason than it's going to favor Kingston here to try and end the match quickly, because he's got an extremely stiff challenge ahead of him tomorrow in Orlando when he defends the title against Green Hand. If he's in the ring tonight with Kong for 30, 40, 50 minutes, what kind of condition is he going to show up in tomorrow in Orlando?
It's going to be very interesting to see the outcome of this. Has huge ramifications on our event tomorrow in Orlando. Kingston now feels he's in control, taking his time.
I've got to think, if Kong picks up the win here, even if Kingston does not leave Florida with the title, that would put her at the very top of contention for whoever is wearing that championship belt.
Yeah, one of these days, whoa, nicely done there by Kong. But one of these days, I'm going to get Wink down, and I'm going to figure out how he figures out who contends for the title.
Right, there needs to be a point system like there are for the Campeonatos.
There needs to be something. Again, Wink just seems like he picks these matches willy-nilly. And hey, listen, I try to keep my best and say nothing bad about Wink. He watches these DVDs, and I knew he's a little bit vindictive. Wink is doing a great job. I love Colony Extreme Force. I already bought the shirt and everything.
Kingston there with a forearm, one of his favorite strikes. He is known for his forearms, that vicious back fist, of course. The back fist is also the calling card of Kong.
Two very evenly matched competitors here, as we saw as both on the same level footing with these shots. And now Kong in a series here, bringing Kingston down to his knees, maybe down to his back.
Kong off the ropes. That's a lot of force coming down across the chest of Kingston, but he was able to kick out with authority. You can see, though, the crushing effect that's had on him. Kingston's having a real tough time catching his breath.
And Kong, not wasting any time, sees Kingston's in position, scales up to the second rope.
Another splash? Could that be all? Kong, I think, is wrestling a very smart game here. No wear-down type holds. Nothing cutesy about it. It's right in your face, aggressive and high impact.
And a lot of these high-impact shots are taking a lot out of her as well, as she is now stalking Eddie Kingston, who has got to be feeling the effects of not one, but two huge splashes from Awesome Kong.
Oh, she's hooking him up.
Into the arm.
Kingston knew it. And he, quick with a short lariat, was able to take her down.
Immediately going for a cover was Kingston. He's got to continue to press the advantage.
Right. Kingston's got to keep going for the pins here. Like I said, I think he wants this to end in the shortest time possible, and that favors him.
Mike, I didn't want to interrupt you there, but as Kingston was just stalking around here on Awesome Kong, sure, he was favoring his ribs, but I saw him limping a little bit. I don't know what shape that knee is in.
Kong there with a back fist. Oh, but Eddie really scored with his.
Both competitors now on rubber legs. Kong.
A series of jabs. And another one, the back fist, or Hurricane as it's known. Whoa, very close. You can see Bryce indicating how close it was. Kingston at the last possible second rolled his left shoulder up off the mat.
A little slow to
taking that glove off. She is. She's going to hit it bare knuckled. And I've often wondered that about the people that throw Hurricanes with gloves on, why they do that. Kingston hooked it. Oh, he just stacked her up with a DDT.
I can only imagine the velocity at which Kong delivers her back fist, her version.
Kingston here probably looking for the sliding D. That accelerated forearm. Oh, he hit her from behind. No, not enough. He did not hit enough. You hit that in the base of the neck, it would be a knockout. Oh, he back fisted her down on the mat. Is that going to do it? That spells doom for Amazing Kong. And Kingston has walked out here with a major victory.
Gentlemen, here is your winner. He is the Grand Champion of Chikara, Eddie Kingston. One more time for your grand champ.
Don't ever forget. Don't ever forget who's the champion. Whoever you sent at me. Whoever you sent at me. Don't ever forget that. I built this. Boo! 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 You lost. Good job. You lost, Kingston!
Wrestling fans, happy Valentine's Day. My name is Bryce Remsburg here in your Chikara Event Center, and I would love to tell you about our Florida debut. You asked for it, you're getting it. We're coming to the Sunshine State. We're coming to America's favorite peninsula Friday night, March the 8th. The place is the Orpheum. The city is Tampa, Florida. 7:30 bell time at the Orpheum. Now, season 12 kicked off in wild fashion last weekend. All kinds of twists, turns, new champions, but the next step is Florida. The next step is the Orpheum on Friday night, March the 8th. One guy that seemed to not so much enjoy our season premiere weekend was Director of Fun, Wink Vavasur. He didn't ask, he demanded time to discuss our Tampa debut.
Edward Kingston, your actions this past weekend were unacceptable. You're an animal. And when you laid your filthy, dirty, big fat paws on me and my $800 suit, you crossed the line, and that line cannot be uncrossed, my friend. So I made a couple phone calls. First one, obviously, to my lawyer. You'll be hearing from him. The second phone call, well, when you're in Tampa, oh, I am supremely confident that the business at hand will be taken care of. Because your opponent in Tampa, my friends, your opponent will be the Amazing Kong.
Wrestling fans, major announcement there by Director of Fun, Wink Vavasur. For the first time ever, Friday night, March the 8th, King versus Kong. Will this be for Kingston's Grand Championship? You'll have to stay tuned to JakaraPro.com and find out. Who knows what is going to go down when Eddie Kingston meets Amazing Kong for the very first time, Friday night, March the 8th in Tampa, Florida. But that's not all we're bringing. We're bringing some more brutes to Tampa. I mentioned new champions, new Campeones de Parejas, 3.0, no rest for the weary, as they will see their first title defense against Sidney Bacabella's Devastation Corporation. They're cashing in their 3 points. We saw them at ringside in Easton, and they're not wasting any time to challenge 3.0 in Tampa. As a matter of fact, Mr. Bacabella and his Devastation Corporation are standing by with comments on this championship encounter.
I may not hobble Espinal, but I know that if it takes Devastation Corporation winning those tag team titles to prove that they're the best team on the circuit, then so be it. March the 8th is the date that's circled in my 3-ring day calendar. March the 8th is the day that we come down to Eddie Graham's territory, and we're coming on a mission. And that mission is to wrest those titles in Tampa, Florida away from those Frenchies. Once we win those tag team titles, we're taking the belt back to the great Fritz Von Erich, and then our pay envelopes are going to be just a little heavier, and you can take that to the pay window.
We are just over 3 weeks out from this mega card in Tampa, Florida on Friday night, March 8th. Of course, you want to keep your eyes peeled here to the Event Center and to JakaraPro.com as more and more details will become known about this massive event in Tampa, Florida. You know, when we come to New Market, we don't come in, we bust it. We're bringing all your Chikara favorites to the Orpheum on Friday night, March the 8th. Another Chikara guest star in the house, the one and only Mr. Sean Waltman. Will the 1-2-3 Kid be with us? Will X-Pac be with us? Who knows? You're just going to have to show up in Tampa, Florida on Friday night, March the 8th. How can you show up? Well, go to JakaraPro.com. Go there, click on the ticket link, reserve your front row reserve seats, reserve your ringside seats. Seating is extremely limited at the Orpheum in Tampa, so make sure, ensure your spot, and join us on Friday night, March the 8th. Keep the orange juice cold, because Chikara is coming to the Sunshine State.